Hey everybody, welcome back. Socially Connected 360. My name is Luis Garcia. You know where to find us: YouTube, Facebook, SC360Vpodcast.com. Excited to be here tonight. Going to share some insight on some of the things that I think is important right now. And one of those things is leadership. Many of you know I had a program called LDG Leadership, and I will go to all the schools, I will go to all the colleges, I will go to any organization, and I would teach what LDG leadership meant to me in my life as a young person growing up in humble beginnings and struggling, and how important it was to build myself into what I felt was a personal leader that made it through some of the hard times and some of the struggles growing up in the inner city and trying to figure out who I was going to become. 20 years later, I'm about to retire from the military and learned a lot. And I want to share some of that with all of you. So many of you know that I was really big on the leadership aspect, LDG, leadership plus dedication equals growth. And I really took that to heart. And I really believe that you got to be dedicated to your personal leadership. And in doing so, you become more passionate about things. And you start looking at things from a different lens when you start believing that you can be the best leader for yourself. And I think it's huge that we start looking at it from that perspective, because if you can't lead yourself, then you're not going to be able to lead an organization, government, business, or anything when it comes to leadership. So, for me, when I wanted to make it out of high school, I knew that I had to work on some things. I knew that I had to work on the things that I felt I was lacking in my personal leadership. I want to share some of that with you today. I think it's important that we share the information and some of the things we struggle with so that others can not necessarily struggle as much with those things. And so the younger folks watching this, you can learn from all this. You can learn from the struggles of trying to get up in the morning every day. In high school and middle school, you get up, you go to school. But when you come into the real world, it's a whole different level. When it comes to trying to get up in the morning and really just get on that grind. Like for me, I joked about it today on TikTok, people asking me about why am I so motivated? Why am I so passionate? Why am I so hungry to do things? And it's because that's who I am, man. You got to stay hungry. You got to stay hungry for that leadership, that personal leadership that you're going to go to the next level, for yourself, for your family, for your friends, and really just share the things that you are passionate about, and I want to share 5 things with you today that I think are important. This is not exclusive. There's a lot more things on leadership that I think are important, but these are some of the things that I think are extremely important when it comes to leadership. I mean, I see leaders all the time in organizations, government, CEOs, and I'm just wondering, man, there's no way that this person is going to lead me. They can't even lead themselves. How did they ascend to the position that they're at? And then there's those leaders that you say, man, that person right there, man, they get it. They get it. They're on the grind every day, every minute, and they're doing everything they got to do to be successful in their organization and lead their people the right way. And so the first one I think is extremely important is leaders are not afraid to work, man. We just talked about it. Working full-time job. I spent 20 years in the military, so that's part-time right there. And I have my full-time job. Then I have my stuff on the side. Working in the community, doing different things, trying different initiatives, getting involved. Sitting on nonprofit boards. I mean, you name it, man. We're going to continue to work, trying to motivate people, going out to be a public speaker. The grind is real, and leaders are going to grind. They're going to use every second of that 24 hours to get to where they want to get to. And what are you doing in those 24 hours? Sleeping in? Calling off of work when you're not sick? You got to think about that. Other people, I mean, I tell boxers all the time and athletes, you need to train when other people are sleeping. You need to do what common people don't do. It's like Goggins said, you need to be uncommon in a common world. It's the truth, man. You need to be uncommon in a common world. And uncommon is waking up at 5, 6 in the morning to go run. And that is hard. I live that every day of my life. Trying to conquer that other person inside of me saying, just stay in the bed, just stay in the bed. You got an hour and a half, just stay in the bed and then you can take a shower and go to work. I try to conquer that voice every day. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but leaders work hard. That's number one. Number two, leaders admit their flaws. We all make mistakes. But what do you do when you make that mistake? Do you become arrogant? Do you become cocky? Do you not own it? Leaders own their flaws. That is a huge thing to overcome because we're human. So to humble yourself and admit that you're wrong when you're in a leadership position, that's the ultimate leader right there. I want that person leading me because I know that person is true. I know that person's going to have my back. If they can step up to the plate and say I'm wrong and look at you in the eye, man, I want to be like that person. Number 3, big deal. Leaders help others. But now keep that in mind. Leaders help others. But for me to help you, I want to be real with you. I want you to be real with yourself. I can't do it for you. You can't do it for me. You can't wake up for me in the morning. You can't grind for me when I'm getting overweight. You can't grind for me when I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do in my personal life or in my business, in my entrepreneurship or my government jobs. But leaders will help others. And in helping you, I want to be real with you. I want to tell you what's up. If you're messing up, if you're doing stuff that you ain't supposed to be doing, I'm helping you by telling you you're messing up. Number 4, leaders take responsibility. They take responsibility in everything that they do. And this is human nature here. This is hard to take responsibility in everything that we do. But leaders do that. That's what leaders do. At the end of the day, it shows true character to be able to take responsibility in everything that you do. So if your team loses, if your organization is on the losing end, or something bad happens and you could step up to the plate and say, no, this is my team. I make the last call. I take full responsibility for that. I'm here. I'm standing in front of you. That's taking responsibility. That's a leader I want to be like. And number 5, one of the biggest ones, leaders, listen up, leaders are always thinking 3-4 steps ahead. 3-4 steps ahead. You gotta think long term here. Yes, I say it all the time when I go speak. We live right now. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. But leaders are constantly on the grind in their mind, constantly thinking, what's next? What's next? What's next? I say it all the time. These people that become mega figures in whatever they do, Elon Musk, Bezos, all these entities, they were always probably thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. And we got to do that. We got to do that. And that's leadership. That's what it's about. This is not exclusive. There's a lot more than 5, but I wanted to share that with you tonight. I think it's important that we share the things that we feel so that maybe I can impact one of you, and maybe by you writing to me, you impact me and we impact each other and we make this world a better place. And that's what it's about. We stay connected. We stay socially connected. You know where to find us. I wanted to share that with you today. I challenge each and every one of you to be a better leader for yourself, for your organization, for your families. Learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. All right. Stay hungry. Stay motivated. You know where to find us. Subscribe, YouTube channel, Socially Connected 360, SC360VPodcast.com. You know where to find us. Connect with us, man. We want to collaborate with you. We're going to have people on the show, and we're excited to do this on a weekly basis to motivate you all and really just dominate our lives and really conquer all of our struggles. All right? So you know where to find us. God bless you.